Hello and welcome here to Kingston. It's the championship game of the Colts Fall Classic here in the Major All-Star Division. Hello everybody, my name is Jacob Ewing, and we are off and underway between the Kingston Colts, who just qualified in the semifinals extra innings walk-off victory against the Orleans Red Sox, taking on a team that qualified yesterday, the East Nepean Eagles, who also won against this very Colts team yesterday as well in a very convincing win. So they have that over the Colts already, but Kingston looking to bounce back here against them. Leading things off for Kingston, it's Declan Bowie underneath of that one, cracks it to right center field, drops down for a base hit, looking for two as it gets all the way to the warning track. How about a potential triple as the ball's getting tossed into the infield? And what a way to start the ball game here for Kingston. It's a leadoff triple from Declan Bowie, as he got all of that ball. And the Colts often swinging, already runner a base hit away from getting them on the board. And if you're trying to create some momentum here early on, that's the perfect way to do so. Starting pitcher this morning for East Nepean, number 7, Hunter gets the start. And now we've got a runner to worry about over at third base. Here's Robbie Carmichael, hitting in the second spot in the order for Kingston. Closed things out in the game just about 30 minutes ago as the closer, where he retired the side in order for Kingston. Swing and a miss down and outside for a strike. And a little breaking ball that gets down and in there. Beautiful pitch there from Hunter for strike two, looking for Robbie. And we'll split the first 4 pitches to apiece. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. The backhand tossed down to first in time. And they got Robbie, but Declan will score, and the Colts have opened the ball game, make it 1-0, and there's one down. So a sacrifice play there by Robbie. And we'll move on to Charlie Labarge in the third spot, with now nobody on. First pitch to Charlie. Hunter looking for the outside, won't get it. We'll see ball 1. Charlie on it will foul it off behind the third base dugout, as he got all of that ball. Late slice, though, from Charlie will result in the foul. Will be a strike in the count as well. Of the 1-1. Chopper, fair ball. The second baseman trying to close in on it, but just a bit out of his reach, and Charlie Labarge will scrape one past the infield for a base hit and gets himself aboard on first now. That's the top of the order for Kingston getting to work here. This brings up Lucas Valente, who had the walk-off winning hit for Kingston back in the semifinals matchup. So he's coming off with some confidence potentially. Hits in the cleanup spot. Big-time hitter. Hunter gets him for a swing there. We'll see strike 1. Yo, 1 to Lucas. Strike 2 swinging. And Lucas does have a lot of power in him, but he did strike out twice in the last game. He likes to swing the bat. Just got to make connection. Now he's 0-2 down. And got him. Drop strike 3, though, as it gets past the wickets of the catcher. And they will be confirmed out. Make that as Lucas will head back to the dugout after getting to first base. So it's a strikeout for Hunter, and there's 2 down. The Barge able to extend now to second base, puts himself in a scoring position. And this will bring up Ben Unsworth. Chance to end the top of the inning, though, for East Nepean, to themselves to the offense. Unsworth thinks about one upstairs, holds off. We'll see ball 1. 1-0. Thinks about that one, too. Will be called a strike, though, as he did go through. Nice breaking ball there from Hunter to break one to the outside. We'll have the 1-1. And that one down and away. Ball 2. And so Hunter trying to get into his rhythm here early. Something could come to the benefit of the Colts is that they did have the semifinals game this morning, meaning they have a game under their belts. This one popped up from Ben. Looking to potentially drop down, but underneath of it is the right fielder for East Nepean, and that will do it for the top of the inning. So the Colts find one after a leadoff triple from Declan Bowie and have themselves a 1-0 lead. When we come back, East Nepean on the offense looking to get on the board themselves. You're watching the championship game of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in the Major All-Star Division. We'll join you back for the bottom of the first inning. As leading things off, it's the starting pitcher we saw just in the top of the inning, number 7, Hunter. In the leadoff spot, we'll have Hunter, Ryland, and Connor here for the Eagles. Starting pitcher this morning, it's 11:30 for Kingston. It's Ben Unsworth. And we'll have the first pitch here from Ben. And down the middle for strike 1, as Hunter will take it and just see a strike. The 0-1, Hunter on that one fouls it back. Will drop down, still in the limits of the fence, but slow reaction time there from Casey. Won't be able to get to it. We'll see a strike anyways in an 0-2 count going Unsworth's way. Hunter going to have to protect to stay alive. Well, the 0-2 pitch. Hunter kind of jammed on the inside, pops it up to the shortstop, and backpedaling there to make the grab for out number 1. As that was kind of inside by the hands when Hunter got underneath of it. And this will bring up Ryland with the George Springer walk-up song. We'll see if he hits like George Springer as well this month, having one of the best months in baseball. Strike 1, swinging on a pitch near the inside of the strike zone. And so Ben trying to get into an early rhythm here into this game. The 0-1. Strike 2, the call at the bottom of the zone. And again, another East Nepean batter down 0-2 in the count. We'll see how Ryland starts his battle. Well, the 0-2 pitch here from Ben. Underneath of it, Ryland cracks this one to center field, and it's all the way back to the fence. He'll look for 2, and he will get it. How about that from Ryland? It's a rocket ship to center field, and he's got himself a double, and now into a scoring position. And this will bring up number 6. This is Connor with tying run now on second base. Great chance here for East Nepean to tie up this ball game. In a championship game, you never want to be playing chase, or rather be tied up. We'll have the first pitch to the lefty. And ball 1 the call. This takes his time, steps outside the box there for a second. He'll step back in. On the 1-0. Thanks that one. Strike 1 down the middle. And Connor a little shallow in the box, kind of a little far away. He'll step in now, a little bit more confident. He just sees that pitch. We'll have the 1-1 incoming. And a breaking ball looks for the inside corner, won't get it. For ball 2. We didn't see Unsworth in last game as well. They maybe were saving him in case he did. They did win that game. Well, they did, so they'll use him here. That's a ball down low. And I believe ball 3 as well. And a chance here for Connor to get aboard with a walk if we see one more. Ben got to attack the strike zone. 3-1. And he does. Puts one down the pipe. Strike 2 moves us to a full count situation here. As Connor will call time. And he'll step back in to continue his battle. We'll have the payoff pitch here from Ben. Chopper. Will it stay fair? It dies down, and Unsworth will pick it up in fair territory. Safe and sound. Connor with an infield hit to put runners in the corners. Ryland now at third base. And will bring up the cleanup hitter with tying run, a base hit away. It's number 14, Adam. Big opportunity here for Adam. They're trying to tie the ball game. We'll have the first pitch. Likes that one. We'll wave at it. Runner going to second, and they got runner at third going away to home. That ball thrown to the fence, and that gives a green light for Ryland to come home. And the Eagles have tied the ball game off of an error throw to third base. After the set play, when runners in the corners, you've seen the Colts do this before, and instead of tossing it to second, obviously you don't want to do that because runner at third is going to come home. They toss it to the second baseman who's already on the infield grass. And that was Charlie who was ready for it, just could not make the play to third. That one cracked down up the alley to right field, and the go-ahead run will come around and score as Connor takes the lead for East Nepean, makes it 2-1. It's an RBI single for Adam. And this will bring up Logan now to the plate with one on. So wait for the Eagles to flip the lead that which once was in the Colts' favor to their way. That one dies down in the infield grass, and there's no play to be had. It's another one of those hits where it's hit directly down, stays fair, up the third base line, and by the time either the catcher or Ben's able to get to it, runner is already at first base. Logan will get to first, moves runner now to second, and this will bring up Jack, rocking with Freebird as his walk-up song. Strike one looking as that one gets the call at the bottom of the zone. Of the 0-1. The breaking ball gets it. Strike two on the inside. And Jackal starts this count off. Oh and 2. Now he's got to protect to stay alive. Ben looking for the second out here of the inning. Trying to put a fork in the offense that the Eagles have brought. And we'll get him chasing. Down and inside for the punch out for Ben Unsworth. And there's 2 away. And here's Colin coming up here with 2 outs. Nepean. That's his walk-up song. I like the walk-up songs. Kind of gets the adrenaline going, even for me. Get to rock out to some music here early on in the morning. And so we approach kind of the mid to bottom of the order here for East Nepean, trying to crack home a couple more runs. As we had the 2-out catcher rule come in, or 2-out pitcher or catcher rule come into effect for the Eagles runner at second base. So going to miss down the middle from Colin. We'll take a strike on that one as Ben gave him a good offering. And kind of ducks down to get to that one. Really low in the zone. Just gets a piece of it, though. Still will stay at 2 strikes. And now he's going to continue to battle here. 2 strikes against him, 2 outs in the inning as well. And we'll see how Colin continues to battle. We'll have the 1-2 pitch here from Ben. And good take there from Colin. Leaves it. Will get the call on the outside for ball 2. The 2-2. Strike 3 swinging. And a strikeout to end the first inning from Ben Unsworth. 2 runs will score for the Eagles, make it 2-1. They also leave 2 runners stranded at first and second. When we come back, top of the second inning, the Colts back on the offense, now down by 1. We'll see if they can tie up the game or potentially even take the lead. You're watching the championship game of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in the Major All-Star Division. We'll join you back here for the top of the second inning between Kingston and East Nepean. Leading things off is James Mills, number 11. As the Colts now down by 1, looking to respond after a good first inning by both these teams. Had a little bit of offense, some good defense. Back at the mound for his second consecutive inning, number 7, Hunter. Let up 1 run in the first inning. A lot thanks to due to Declan Bowie's leadoff triple, but nonetheless, would trying to defend off his team's 1-run lead that they built after bottom first. Let's split the first 2 pitches. Here's the 1-1. The breaking ball looks for the inside, doesn't get it. And we'll see ball 2. It's a beautiful pitch, though. Lots of break on it for Hunter. Kind of dip down rapidly. Good take, though, from Mills. Fouls that one off as well. for 2 strikes. And we'll have a 2-2 pitch for James. We saw James as the starting pitcher in the last game as well for Kingston, so a kid who could do a little bit of everything. The 2-2 offering. And ball 3 for James. Will move us to a full count. And we'll have the payoff pitch here to the leadoff batter. Mills pops this one up and dives down into no man's land. And it's a leadoff single for James Mills. We'll get a man aboard first base here for Kingston. And this will bring up Jack Rooney now to the plate. Rooney goes first pitch swinging. Mills having to dodge around it, and a nice play there by the first baseman, number 2. That's Foster to get that ball in his glove and make the play. So 1 down. Runner gets to second, though. So tying run now in scoring position. And here's Casey Cunningham now to the plate. Cunningham likes the first pitch offering. Popped up in foul territory. And the catcher kind of lost sight of it there as it was soaring up in the air. That's Adam behind the plate. Couldn't find it, kind of scrambled around as he was getting kind of voices from all over the place of where to go. Nonetheless, we'll see strike 1 for Casey. Here's the 0-1. Up high for a ball. The 1-1. Cunningham, ground balls to the second baseman. Underhand flip to first in time. 2 down. And a potential, another sacrifice play there as runner goes from one corner to the next. James now a base hit away, but with 2 outs, East Nepean a chance to shut down that potential offense and get themselves out of the inning still up. Or out of the top of the inning, I should make that. And the first pitch to Weston will be fouled back for a strike. A lot of early swings in the count here. So these last couple batters are trying to attack Hunter and his offerings. 0-1. A breaking ball, and he does get the call. Perfect pitch there. Kind of froze up Weston. And still got the call. Now he's 0-2 down. Got to protect here. Chance for Hunter to end the top of the inning. And he does. Strike 3, the call. A perfect, beautiful breaking ball there from Hunter. Dips it down, and the Eagles will leave a runner stranded at third and keep their lead heading into the bottom of the second inning. When we come back, East Nepean back on the offense looking to extend their lead. You're watching the championship game of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. bottom second as we join you back here. And leading things off for East Nepean with an opportunity to extend their lead potentially. It's number 2. This is Foster. Ben Unsworth back on the hill for his second consecutive inning, allowed 2 runs in the bottom first. And while East Nepean, that is accounted for their lead right now. 1 run, chance to extend it here in this inning in a championship game. Yesterday's result went East Nepean's way, trying to make that happen again. I feel like the Colts do have a little bit of, I'm not going to say an advantage, but they did have the game earlier today. So, you get warmed up, you get blood flowing, you get into the baseball rhythm. We'll see if that comes to help them in this game. Well, the 1-1 pitch here to Foster. That's down below the zone for ball 2. The 2-1. Likes that one. Flies this one out and will drop down to left center field. Just before the outfielders, and how about a leadoff double from Foster? Gets himself to second base. Just perfectly placed there. Over top of the shortstop, who was backpedaling, and just before the left fielder, it was coming in. Can't get much better placement than that. And we move on with runner in scoring position to number 16. This is Jackson. And the first pitch over top of his head for a ball 1. Well, the 1-0. This one whipped away to the backstop. Foster sees the green light, and he will get there with ease. Third base now for Foster. A base hit away from adding to the lead now of the Eagles. And Ben, well, got to get back to his rhythm here. Still looking for out number 1 of the inning as well. It's a 2-0 lead here for Jackson. Here's the pitch. There's strike 1, gets one back. Clips the bottom of the zone. And strike 2 looking as Ben gets back-to-back pitches going his way. And it moves us to a 2-2 count. Jackson got a battle to stay alive. The delivery. Got him on the inside. Strike 3. And 3 straight strikes from Ben Unsworth to strike out his first batter of the inning. And there's 1 down. As we hit the bottom of the order, this is Lucas to the plate. So the infield taking a couple steps to the inside to potentially trying to stop that runner at third from coming home. It's also going to be a big responsibility of Casey behind the plate to ensure that he can get as many balls as he can staying in front of him. As we've seen a lot throughout this entire weekend of Colts Fall Classic, when balls get to the backstop, runners love to go. And why wouldn't they? Perfect pitch there from Ben. Lucas will take it looking for a strike. And there's strike 2, the call. As Ben's starting to heat up here potentially. Those back-to-back strikes, and Lucas now got to protect. Along the 1-2 pitch. And got him on the outside. Strike 3, the call. And it's back-to-back punch-outs now for Ben Unsworth, and there's 2 away. But we'll go back to the top of the order here. To the leadoff hitter, it's Hunter for his second at-bat in as many innings. And now with 2 outs, trying to cash in that runner at third that the Eagles have. We'll see if Hunter can make it happen. Here's the first pitch from the Ben as the pitcher's duel commences for the second time. It's outside for a ball. on the 1-0. Likes that one. Strike one swinging. And we'll split the first two pitches, 1-1. Got a feeling this is going to be a great game here this afternoon. Two teams that are hungry to win. Well, the 1-1. And a nice pitch kind of on the inside there for strike two. Little breaking ball off speed from Ben. And now Hunter's got to protect to stay alive. A chance for Ben to leave runners stranded at third and get out of the inning. The 1-2. Popped out from Hunter in foul territory. Blasting over is the third baseman, but it looks like it just gets on the top of the fence and into foul territory. So Hunter will stay alive. We'll go back to a 1-2. Inside is Hunter having to shuffle away to get away from it. And we'll see another ball. But Ben, being up in the count, has the ability to showcase a couple balls here to help keep working the count. We'll go back to a 2-2. The pitch. Got him looking for strike three. A drop strike three. Casey will dive and confirm the out with the tag. And that will do it for the bottom of the second inning. And what a performance it was from Ben Unsworth. It was the lead, I think the leadoff runner. Yes, it was. Foster got to third base. And 3 straight strikeouts from Ben to leave him stranded and keep us at a 2-1 ball game. When we come back, top of the third here in the championship game, the Colts down by 1 with a chance to tie it up. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here at Cricket Field. Top of the third inning here. As we join you back in a 2-1 game going the Eagles' way. Leading things off, Jack Payne ambush first swing and just foul as that rode up the first base line till the very last second until it spun just outside the bag. And so we're around the bottom of the order here for Payne. And we'll have a 0-1 pitch. Strike two on the outside, painted there from our new pitcher into the ball game here for East Nepean. It's number 10. This is Logan. After Hunter went 2 innings and only let in 1 run. Strong performance from the starter. We'll see how Logan follows him up. Foul ball there from Payne. Will keep him alive. We'll have the 0-2. And again, we'll stay alive. Back-to-back foul balls here from Payne as every single offering Logan has gave has been around that strike zone. So being aggressive at the rubber. Payne having no problem with it, though. Going to foul off as many pitches as he can and then wait for one he likes. Back to another 0-2. Just doesn't get the call on the outside. Close, close, close there. Good tank, though, from Jack as it goes his way. Of the 1-2. And again, Payne will foul it off. His third foul ball so far in the count. To keep him with 2 strikes against him. His kid's got no quit in him. The 1-2. And got him upstairs. Strike 3 swinging from Payne. Maybe a little bit too aggressive there with the swings, but a leadoff strikeout for Logan, and there's 1 down. And so we'll have Quinn Simpson, as I believe we're around the bottom of the order here for Kingston. Ball 1 the call on that pitch. We'll have the 1-0. That's ball 2 just on top of the zone. Close calls there for Logan, but they both go Quinn's way. 2-0. There's a swing. Heavy slice there from Simpson. Like the offering, he'll just wave at it. We'll have the 2-1. Underneath of it, Quinn flies this ball to left center field. A rocket from Quinn. And how about a double to start the bats here for Kingston? As he got all of that ball. You could hear it as soon as it exploded off the barrel, too. It sounded pure. And how about a double to go back to the top of the order and give a runner in scoring position here for Declan Bowie. Strike 1 swinging. And so now Logan has his first runner to worry about on base. Of the 0-1 pitch. That's over top of the zone for a ball. Declan underneath of it, pops this one up in the infield, and the first baseman, Foster, first to it, and there's 2 away. That's Logan able to get Declan to pop up, and this will bring up Robbie Carmichael. And so Robbie will try to get something started here for Kingston. Would love to tie the game. Tying run at second base. Strike 1 swinging for Robbie. We'll have the 0-1. And he fouls that one off the right field line into foul territory, right onto the street with all the nice cars. You got a couple streets around this field, so it's always, you always keep an eye out when you see a foul ball that's hit pretty well. 0-2 for Robbie up high for a ball. We'll get one back in the count himself. The chance for Logan here to get a strikeout and send his team back to the offense. We'll have the 1-2. Carmichael, ground ball to the shortstop. Play from 6-3 is through the legs of the first baseman. And here it comes, runner around from third. And Quinn Simpson has tied the ball game. After just an error throw there from the shortstop. Not able to connect what could have been a routine play to end the top of the third inning has now resulted in a 2-2 ball game. And here's Charlie Labarge. Still trying to keep things going for Kingston here in the top third. Heavy slice down the middle for a strike. We'll have the 0-1. He likes that one just a little bit too late. Robbie down to second. The toss off the target. And Robbie with a successful steal moves himself now to a scoring position. Late swing there from Charlie. Kind of decided just a tad too late that he was going to take a chance at it. will bring him down with 2 strikes, and this sets up Logan a chance to get out of it. Well, the 0-2. And ball 1. Close there from Charlie, but had enough height on it to get the ball call. Well, the 2-1 pitch from Logan. Goes to the breaking ball. Ball 2 the count. Back-to-back pitches just the top of the strike zone. And so LaBarge back in the count now. We'll have the 2-2. Fouls that one back. And we'll stay with 2 strikes against him. Charlie, quite the player for this Colts team. He's got a lot of experience, too. Played on the major team for Kingston last year when they hosted the Canadians, so he got to play teams from all around the nation. He's one heck of a ball player, playing second base here in this tournament. I've seen him play some catcher, too. 2-2 gets him looking for strike 3. And Logan will get out of it and leave runner stranded at second. The Colts tie the ball game, though. Make it 2-2 as we're just over the halfway point of this one. As we head to the bottom of the third. East Nepean back on the offense, looking to take back the lead they once had. You're watching the championship game here in the Colts Final Fall Classic here in Kingston, Ontario. Bottom of the second inning as we get back here to Cricket Field. As Rylan will have his second at-bat of the game. As they make their way through the second time through the order. Near the top of the order as well, we'll have Rylan, Connor, and Adam here. The confirmed 3 for East Nepean. New pitcher on the mound as well here for Kingston. It's Jack Rooney. Will make his game debut here today in this game. Didn't pitch in yesterday's game, or pardon me, in this morning's game either. We'll have the 0-1 pitch to Rylan. Opposite field. Looks like it's staying fair, and the catch is made from the Colts right fielder. A beauty as he jumps up and pulls that one down after Rylan smoked one out there. And there's one down off a highlight reel. And this will bring up number 6. This is Connor. To the plate. This one. Chopped down into no man's land for a base hit. And Connor will get himself aboard first base. With a single. And the top of the order getting to work here. Here's the cleanup. Number 14, Adam. as the Eagles trying to put pressure on the Colts to get back on top of this game. And we'll get back undergoing here as Adam is ready for his second at-bat. First pitch on the outside, gets away from Casey. Keep eyes on Connor, does not go. He'll stay at first. As he thought about it there for a second, and I want to give a shout out to, I believe that is Weston Hartzell out in third right field, who made that beautiful play, number 16. I believe that is Hartzell. We'll get confirmation on that, and when he gets a little closer, I just saw his number. Two-0 lead here for Adam of the 2-0 pitch. That one's thrown away. Down to first. Sliding back in time was Connor. He's safe. Got a hustle there as he gets his nice green jersey, now with a little bit of brown dirt on it. It's ball 4 there for Adam. A 4-pitch walk to move runner now to scoring position and get Adam now at first base. We'll bring up number 10. This is Logan, as the two relievers will go out of here for the pitcher's duel. As Logan will step into the batter's box, and we'll get this game resumed here. Only one out for Jack and 2 on. Maybe not the ideal situation he wants to find himself in, but now going to work his way into out of this potential jam that he could find himself in. Especially if Logan got on first base, would load the bases up here. We'll have the 1-0. This one got a piece of it. We'll foul it off the right field line into foul territory. It will be a strike against him. Good contact, though, just a tad late on the swing. We'll have the 1-1 here from Jack Rooney. And strike 2, paints the outside, gets the call. And now Logan got a battle to stay alive here. We'll have the 1-2 pitch. And holds the swing. They'll check it, and he did go. Strike 3. After they check the outfield or the infield umpire, and he confirms it, and there's 2 down. And a big strikeout there from Jack, as he keeps runners off of first and second. Pardon me, he keeps runners off of the bases, all bases, bases loaded. And we'll have I believe the 2-out catcher rule will come into effect here as Logan will take place for number 14, Adam, who was at first base. So Logan strikes out, makes his way to the dugout, and then makes his way to first base. And here's Jack. 2 outs and 2 on. So it's Jack versus Jack here for both these teams. Ball 1 down and away. And Jack will call time, step outside the box. And focus back up here again, the right head space before he takes on a pitch. We'll have the 1-0 from Rooney. Likes that offering, takes a wave at it for a strike. As Rooney gave him it right down the middle. And we'll have the 1-1. Holds off. Good take. Just down below the zone. Lead into it a little bit. Does not pull the trigger, though. That's ball 2. And we'll have the 2-1 pitch. Up high near the eyesight, ball 3, and Rooney's got to be careful here. Ball 4 would load the bases up here for East Nepean with 2 outs. Got to find the strike zone or got to get Jack to swing. We'll have the 3-1. And we'll get one back on the outside as Rooney clips it and moves us now to a full count situation. 2 outs, 2 on, and the payoff pitch. And it's strike 3 swinging as Jack Rooney gets him. And kind of gets away from the potential bases loaded jam that could have been if we saw ball 4. And a great battle there from Rooney. And we'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Still tied up at 2 apiece. With the Colts back on the offense looking to take the lead. When we return, you're watching the championship game of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in the Major All-Star Division. We'll enter the final couple innings here. Top of the 4th, still tied up at 2 apiece between the East Nepean Eagles and the Kingston Colts. Leading things off for Kingston, it's Lucas Valente, the cleanup hitter. We'll see Lucas, Ben, and Quinn here in the top 4. Logan making his 2nd consecutive inning appearance here back at the mound. Let up 1 run back in the top 4th. Lucas will chase one down in the zone for a strike. And Lucas likes to swing the bat. He is aggressive. But, oh boy, when he makes contact, he can bring some power. Goes for a little off speed on the inside there. And that'll be another ball. We'll have the 2-1 pitch. That's down and away for ball 3. And now, well, this count in Lucas's favor. A chance for a leadoff walk, potentially, if Logan's unable to find the zone. We'll have the 3-1 pitch. And he likes that one right down the pipe there from Logan. Gets him to pull the trigger and move us now to a full count. And we'll have the payoff pitcher from Logan as Lucas will just step away, take his time. We'll get settled, and we'll have the payoff pitch here from Logan. Got him. Strike 3 swinging. And great at-bat to win there against the cleanup hitter, and there's 1 down. And this will bring up Ben Unsworth, the starting pitcher this afternoon for the Kingston Colts. Went 2 innings, I believe, only letting up 2 runs. So not too bad against a East Nepean team who could definitely bring on some offense. Breaking ball on the first pitch gets him swinging. Not even the catcher could have caught that one. It had so much movement on it. And we'll start 0-1. Ben, ground ball to the second baseman. Routine play to first in time. And there's 2 down. And a nice play there by the second baseman. I believe that is Lucas. As he tosses that one down to his first baseman, Connor. And a chance here to retire the side in order. James Mills trying to deny that. First pitch to James. Likes the pitch. Will swing at it for strike 1. And you got to feel with back-to-back outs now that Logan is in his rhythm now. The 0-1. On the end of the bat, a late roller in the infield. Got to be quick. The play to first is airmailed over top of the first baseman. And James Mills will get aboard first base. And just a play where it was, I had to get to it quick. By the time Lucas got to it, had to make a quick play, and he's quite close to his first baseman as well. It's one of those things where you got to throw it quick, but you can't throw it too quick because if it's too quick, then it's hard to catch. Nonetheless, runner at first base, and here's Jack Rooney as the 2 relievers will go out of here. The 1-0 to Rooney. Inside, ball 2. And we'll have a lead in the count here for Jack. The 2-0. Strike 1, gets one back as Logan will paint the outside. Only 1 out needed to send East Nepean back to the offense after an explosive start to the top of the 4th. 2-1 turned into 2-2 as Jack will take it looking at the bottom of the zone. And now he's got a battle. Chance for Logan to end it. The 2-2 pitch. Got him looking. Strike 3, the call. As Rooney will go down with a backwards K. And that will do it for the top of the 4th. When we come back, bottom 4, East Nepean looking to break through these tie we have right now heading into the final inning and a half. You're watching the championship game of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here at Cricket Field. bottom of the fourth inning here as we approach the final inning and a half here in the championship game with the major all-star division. Leading things off for East Nepean, number 8, this is Colin. We'll have Colin, Foster, and Jackson, the confirmed 3 here. Back at the mound for his second consecutive inning, it's number 4, Jack Rooney. After he kept things scoreless on the side of East Nepean back in the bottom of the third, looking for something of the same here. Won't get that call. And a quick lead here for Colin. 2-0 on the outside for another ball. And Rooney unable to find the strike zone here early on. It's a 3-0 lead for Colin. Potential chance to get a leadoff walk. And the automatic strike there from Jack. He'll get one back. He's got to attack the strike zone. Could give the green light for Colin to swing. 3-1. Strike 2 gets another one back. Paints the outside corner on that pitch. And a great battle from Jack Rooney has pushed us now to a full count. The payoff. Fouled off to stay alive. And we'll continue to have ourselves a full count. Back-to-back payoff pitches. Here's another. And it's ball 4. Colin would win the count and move himself down to first base. Put a runner on here, a leadoff walk for East Nepean. Runner on first, brings up Foster now to the plate, who makes his way to the plate in some style of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, his walk-up song of choice. Well, the first pitch here from Jack. Inside for a ball. So Jack in the last inning allowed 2 runners to get on and then was able to work his way out of the potential jam. Showing bunt there is Foster. Runner down to second. The throw, the tag, not there in time. Safe and sound as Colin beats the nice toss down from Casey. And the tag from Charlie. In a discussion here as coach of the Colts has a conversation with the home plate umpire about the potential call. And it looks like it will not get reversed. Safe and sound is Colin. And Foster now has a runner in scoring position. Likes that one, fouls that one off the first baseline for a strike. So 2 strikes against him. We'll have a 1-2 count. Would be great if Jack was able to find a strikeout here. Colts trying to spark something on the defense. Here's the 1-2. That one to the backstop. Beneficial bounce. Not able to corral it, though, was Casey. And another stolen base there from Colin. Goes from one corner to the next. Now we'll base it away from getting the Eagles back the lead. The 2-2 now to Foster as he continues his at-bat. There's strike 3. As he's not able to connect. And the first strikeout here in the bottom 4th for Jack Rooney. And here's number 16. This is Jackson now making his way to the plate. He's got an opportunity to get himself an RBI. And first pitch down and away for a ball. will have the 1-0. Down to the dirt, back to the backstop. Here comes runner around, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Another stolen base there for Colin as he starts at first, takes second, takes third, and then takes the plate, and it's 3-2. And a mound meeting here. We'll see if that will potentially do it. For Jack Rooney at the mound as the whole entire infield meets up. And now for Jackson at the plate, there's nobody on base for him. In a close game, got a feeling it's going to come right down to the end. And while right now the top of the fifth inning will be do or die for the Kingston Colts. As right now, as it stands, they'll need one run to see a bottom five. But they just got to focus on getting out of this inning before they even think about that top fifth. Jack Rooney will remain in the game at the hill. Just a quick conversation. Get everybody else on the same page. And Jackson will continue his at-bat here after the Mallow meeting. Jackson on the end of it, and a jumping effort from Charlie Labarge to bring it down. 2 down with the catch from Charlie. Had to adjust a little bit. Little shuffle step over to his left and makes the grab. Bottom of the order now, it's number 3. This is Lucas. Still with nobody on. Colts would like to flip the page over to the top of the fifth as soon as possible. Bunt shown from Lucas. Dies down and spins foul. As Lucas killed all of the momentum on that ball. And so he shows bunt the first time. You can see the third baseman almost on the infield grass. We'll see if he goes back to the bunt attempt again. The 0-1. He does show bunt. And commits to it for strike 2. And now he's 0-2 down. And the Colts infield probably thinking of potential another bunt again. We'll see if he goes to it. He's 0-2 though, so we'll go for the no more approach and goes down swinging. For strike 3, the Colts get it. Jack Rooney with a punch out. And that will end the 4th inning. Top 5th inning incoming. The Colts down by 1 in the championship game. It comes down to their final 3 outs when we come back. Can the Eagles hold on and claim gold here at the Colts Fall Classic? We'll find out after a short break. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. Potential final inning of baseball here as we join you back at Cricket Field. Leading things off, it's number 60, Casey Cunningham. And the Colts, well, down to their final 3 outs here potentially. They're down by 1 in the top of the 5th inning. East Nepean 3 outs away from claiming victory. New pitcher into the ball game as well. After Logan went 2 innings, Casey looks for the leadoff bunt, rides down the first base line, stays fair, and he is safe and sound at first base. And what an infield bunt there from Casey. Tying run now aboard first base. As Ty will be called just for a second. And what a bunt it was. Stayed fair. It looked like it probably was going to spin foul. But Casey ran it out, dodged around the tag, and touched the base. And both of the umpires now meeting with coach of East Nepean, probably to have a discussion about the play. As it was a little bit of an awkward one. And the call is confirmed. Safe and sound, tying run, now on base for Kingston. And here's Weston Hartzell now as the plate. Down the middle for Weston. Will foul that one back for a strike. So the new pitcher coming in is number 11. This is Rylan. Comes in as a potential closer. Can he find the save and the win? Here's the 0-1. Strike 2, paints the outside. And we'll take an 0-2 lead. So Weston got to protect here early on in the count. We'll have the 0-2 pitch. And that doesn't get a piece, and it does. Hit by pitch walk on a count that was 0-2 with 2 strikes. And tying run advanced now to a scoring position. And a mound meeting here from coach as they'll bring in the entire infield. That's not the situation that Rylan would have wanted to find himself in here early on in the inning. As especially in an 0-2 count, looking for a first strikeout of the game as well. Where you hit a batter just a skimmer on the back is, thankfully, Weston looks okay. Didn't get him too much contact, but it didn't have enough to award him the walk. And here's Jack Payne for his second at bat of the game. First pitch to Payne will pull away as he shows bunt initially. Maybe we're looking for a sacrifice play to move the runner to third. Takes strike 1, though, as it clips the outside. We'll have the 0-1 pitch. Goes for bunt again. That one will be a ball. So Jackson, the third baseman, halfway down the base path. We'll see if Payne goes for it again. He will. This one just bunted in foul territory to see strike 2. The 1-2 from Rylan. And that's a normal approach there from Payne. Gave up on the bunt with 2 strikes down. Doesn't want to risk it, potentially, but could come into play now with the infield back to normal position. 1-2. Breaking ball there from Rylan will be fouled off, this time down the third baseline. As Jack has fouled a couple off to first base, couple down third base. He's just looking for something in between that, in fair territory. We'll have another 1-2 pitch here. Ground ball. Scooped from short, the second baseman. Look for the double play. The throw to first gets past. And here comes runner around, and the Colts have tied the game. And that's all the Colts needed to see a bottom of the 5th for sure. They get one and keep their hopes alive. And we're all tied up with runner at second base as well. As they get the out at second, trying to turn the double play, but the throw to first was just off the money. And here's Quinn Simpson at the bottom of the order, swings and a miss for strike 1. Love the 0-1 pitch. We'll take it looking for strike 2 on the outside corner. And Ryland got to shake off the couple of events that have happened. We've had 3 runners so far, 1 score. So, got to get back to a rhythm here. This one belted down the left field line, and it just goes foul. So close there from a perfectly hit RBI for Quinn Simpson. That would have resulted in the go-ahead run coming around with Jack Payne at second base. But beneficial for the Eagles here. It will just count as a strike in the count instead. And Simpson down 0-2. And ball 1 the Collins, just the top of the zone. And this is shaping up to be a type of game just like we saw in the semifinals earlier today. And that's strike 3 looking on the inside. A little breaking ball from Ryland to freeze up Quinn, and there's 2 down. And we'll go back to the top of the order here for Declan Bowie. Would love to cash in that runner at second. First pitch to Declan. Holds off near the eyesight for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Declan sends this one down to center field. Jack Payne getting the wave around, and the Colts have taken the lead. It's an RBI single for Declan Bowie. And it's 4-3. And I believe that is the first lead of the ball game here for the Kingston Colts. As that was barreled to center field, perfectly hit there from Bowie. A 2-out RBI single. And 2 runs have scored here for Kingston. And Ryland still looking for that final out here to send his team to the bottom 5, where they will be up against it, now down by a run. It's Robbie Carmichael. First pitch to Robbie, a little breaking ball in there down the middle. Perfect pitch there from Ryland for strike 1. The 0-1 goes back to the same pitch. This one will just miss on the inside. Well, the 1-1 from Ryland. Carmichael thinks about it, will hold the swing early enough to see ball 2, as that was inside on him. And this Colts lineup so resilient, just like we saw in the semifinals against the Red Sox. 2-1 pitch from Ryland. Carmichael takes that one on the inside. And probably a pitch he should have left. And we'll have the 2-2 pitch. Bouncer in the dirt. Runner goes to second, and Declan will move himself. Goes for third. The throw, the tag, in time. And they get Declan trying to go from one corner to the next as Jackson applies the tag, and that will end the top of the 5th inning. And so the East Nepean Eagles came into the top of the 5th with a chance to end it with 3 outs. Now find themselves going into the bottom of the 5th, needing a run themselves to stay alive. Bottom of the 5th inning, Eagles down to their final 3 outs when we come back. Championship game here in Kingston. You're watching the Colts Fall Classic. It comes down to this. Bottom of the 5th inning here for the Eagles. Chance for the Colts to win it. Chance for the Eagles to even walk it off if they could find a pair of runs. Or even a chance for extras if they could find one. Top of the order is due up. Perfect timing for East Nepean. We'll see Hunter, Ryland, and Connor. First pitch to Hunter. Lifts this one down to no man's land. Right up the alleys. It slips past the center fielder as well. And Hunter looking for a triple. Throw the tag. They got him! And he's not safe, but the umpire's calling out. As he tried to extend, which was for sure a double, into 3 bases. And as soon as Hunter slid in there, he was signaling that he was safe right away. The throw was there in time, but he tried to dodge around it, so the umpires will meet to discuss this, and we'll see if the call is confirmed or what the call will result in. As he got all of that ball. And the call is confirmed, out at third base. And there's one down. And what could have been runner, game-tying runner, in scoring position, is now out number 1. And number 11, this is Ryland, up to the plate here. The 2 relievers will go at it. Well, the first pitch from our closer, this is Weston Hartzell at the mound, gets the call for the third pitcher of the game for Kingston. Ball 1 down low for Ryland as the pitcher's duel will get underway here between these two. The 0-1. And that's a ball as well. Pardon me, I believe that's back-to-back balls. Make that on the count. The 2-0. Ball 3. And Weston got to find a way to find the strike zone now. This count in full favor of Ryland. We'll have the 3-0 pitch. And ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk for Ryland. We'll set him down to first base. And he now represents the tying run. And here's number 6. This is Connor in the 3 spot. Would love to find something now. First pitch from Weston. Strike 1, the call at the top of the zone. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2, the call. As Connor will take it looking on the outside. And now he's got a battle. As this counts in full favor of Weston. The 0-2 delivery. And gets a piece of it. Key there that he just got a nick on the bat. Will stay alive with a pair of strikes. And that's all Connor's going to do. Anything close, battle it off, especially in the situation he's at right now. Cannot afford to strike out. We'll have another 0-2 pitch. Up and away. Ball 1. We'll also keep an eye on how aggressive Ryland is at first base. If anything gets through, if he does make the run down, gotta think he will. Outside, we'll get the ball call. Bring us to 2-2 after back-to-back balls go his way. And another one. Outside again. And a great at-bat here from Connor as has worked a full count with 3 consecutive balls. The payoff. Ball 4 for Connor. And what an at-bat that was. Started off down 0-2. Full favor for Weston. Unable to find the strike zone after that. 4 great takes from Connor. will bring up the cleanup hitter, Adam. Tying run at second. Walk-off run at first. Now aboard here for East Nepean. And a mound meeting for Kingston to discuss how to go about this. 2 outs to win. 1 run scores, we go to extras. If 2 runs score, the Eagles win it. Quite the situation we have here right now. High pressure for Adam at the plate and for Weston at the mound. As you couldn't ask for a better championship game. You'd always like when it's close, a nail biter that comes down to the end. And they'll disperse back to their positions, coach back to the dugout. And Adam, a chance to potentially tie the ball game. Of the first pitch here to Adam. Holds off, takes strike 1 looking. Got to get into a rhythm here for Weston. Well, the 0-1 pitch. And Adam fouls that one off. Down low near the bottom of the zone for a second strike. And another count where Weston is up 0-2. We'll see how Adam works it. Last count, Weston wasn't able to finish it off. Can he do it here? We'll have the 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 with the breaking ball on the outside. Got him looking as it freezes up at him. And there's 2 down. The Colts 1 out away from victory and championship gold. And it's number 10 Logan with 2 on to try and save the day. Down to their final out here for East Nepean. First pitch down and inside for ball 1. And what a big-time situation. Logan's had himself a good ball game, pitched a couple of innings already. The 1-0 pitch. Over top of his head. Ball 2, and Logan will take a lead here in the count. The 2-0 offering. And it's ball 3. And this count in full control here for Logan. Ball 4 would load the bases up here for East Nepean. Put 2 on in scoring position. Weston got to find the strike zone now. 3-0. And the automatic strike will get 1 back. We'll move to a 3-1 pitch here from Weston. And it's strike 2 swinging from Logan. And a full count here. A chance for Weston to win the Colts the championship. As Logan will call time and take a second to compose himself. Nerves have to be high here for both Weston and Logan. The biggest pitch of the ball game incoming. Here's the payoff. Logan lifts this one to right field, and that one dropped down into fair territory. 1 run will score. The runner getting the wave around third, and it'll be held. But 2 runners as Logan caught almost at third base, and the Eagles have tied the ball game. And they stave off elimination. Logan, big-time moment, big-time player. Comes up big there, now at second base. And walk-off run, now at third. And it's a chance here for Jack to play hero. Down to their final out as well. We'll either have to go to extras or the Eagles with a chance to win it right here, right now. As we're having a little bit of a pause here, it looks like Connor over at third base. A little fatigued, potentially, laboring one of his arms. And what a moment that was. The right fielder, I believe. That's Lucas Valente moving to his left. Had it so close, just out of the reach. Dropped down into right field. And a run will score inches away from winning it for the Colts. Just like he did in the semifinals game with a walk-off hit. And we'll get back and underway here as everybody looks good to go. Connor, the walk-off run at third base. Only one out needed for the Colts to send us to extras. We'll have the first pitch here to Jack. And it's ball one on the outside, and a great catch there from Casey. Got to be on his game right now. Can't afford to let anything to the backstop. We'll have the 1-0 pitch. Down in the dirt, bounces away. Runner thinks about it. He's in between the base paths. And so close there from Casey. Big time play to get in front of that ball. And he did. It's a 2-0 lead, though, for Jack as he's seen back-to-back balls go his way. And we'll have the 2-0 pitch. And gets a piece of it, chops it off the first baseline for a foul ball. And that will count as a strike in the count now. Move us to 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Strike to the call as Jack will take it looking. And a chance now for Weston to send us to extra innings. Trying to get out of this jam and avoid a walk-off. The 2-2. And drop, strike three. Runners coming around to the plate, and the Eagles will walk it off and win it. 5-4 the final score as a drop strike three gets past Casey Cunningham behind the plate. And it's a nail-biting victory for East Nepean, the champions of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic. In a situation with 2 outs for the Colts to win it themselves, the Eagles flip it on the situation on its head, find the tying run, and then walk it off on which was strike three. But a pitch that just slips past Casey Cunningham and results going the Eagles' way. And what a game it was. Could not ask for a better championship game than that. We had everything you could hope of. Nail-biting stuff. You had great catches. You had monster hits. Close game. Walk-off. We just witnessed. And we'll have a medal ceremony before we wrap up for the Kingston Colts. Or pardon me, the Kingston Colts, who will claim silver, and the East Nepean Eagles, who will claim gold, just a little bit shinier. And we'll see who will also win the MVPs before we wrap up. And what a game it was. We'll have 2 more games on the Kingston Baseball Association channel as well. We'll go to our major select division and see a championship game there. And then we'll also have the minor division and have another championship game there too. So 2 more championship games here at Cricket Field. Tons of action, and we'll see who will claim the nice backpacks. I believe those are Rawlings backpacks donated. And we'll see who will win the MVPs. There's claps all around for the East Nepean Eagles. The champs. And big claps to April, who put all the volleyball tournament together. She's been a big help all weekend long. And we thank her. And I believe coaches will choose who will win the backpack. And Charlie Labarge wins the Rowling backpack as he gets player of the game for Kingston. And for the MVP of East Nepean, it's actually a custom-made bat. And Hunter will win the MVP for East Nepean. Takes home the custom-made bat, probably with the words MVP of the Colts Fall Classic on it. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it, as we'll have the medal ceremony for both these teams before we wrap up. 2 more games today, as I mentioned. But that will do it here on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the East Nepean Eagles, your champions of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic and the Major All-Star Division. I've been Jacob Ewing. Thank you for watching.